Hi, so this is how you operate the weapons. This is your master controller here. You know it's the master controller because it's got the green bread here. There is another controller that will do your basic game set like start, stop, increase time. But this one's the powerful one. This one is what you want to do. When you first turn it on, you want the key in this station here. If it's vertical or vertical to the ground instead of horizontal, all the guns are off. See, this one is currently off, this one's currently on. So when you turn it on, just pull the black trigger, don't push the red or black button. The black button's on the back side here, red button's right here. This goes forward or down, this one goes back or up. And so your two powerful features are settings. Once you're on settings, pull the black trigger, then you can set teams. So if you want to set teams, pull the trigger one time, then you get to set. Free for all is how most of them are set up. That means everyone can shoot everyone. If you need teams, push it one time, pull the trigger, and then you go shoot all the guns that are going to be team B. Then you pull the trigger again. That shoots it. That will turn them to team B. Then pull again, set team, pull the trigger. Now I'll tell it to set team A, and now you can turn it to team A. The way you know that you have team A or team B is you have a gun on, and then on the gun it'll either say 1A, 1B, or 1X. Right now, you see right there on the third row at the very end, it says 1X right above the game time with 312. HP is your hit points, ammo is 200. Reloads are 7 out of 7. Hits and kills. Hits are when you hit someone. Kills are when you get the kill shot and take them down to 0. A stands for accuracy, and we go from there. If you pull the trigger, you shoot. Eventually, you'd get it down to click, click, click. If you hear that, you basically push the red button. You'll hear the magazine drop, and you just wait. You don't have to push any more buttons. Once you hear it drop, you just have to wait. Then you hear it reload back up, and you'll see that you'll have 200 out of 200. You can push that button as soon as you fire one shot. If I try and do it right now, it won't let me do it. As soon as I pull one time, it'll let me do it. Takes it down to 0 while your magazine's out. Takes it back up to 200. So if I want to set it to team A, I pull the trigger here. You hear that noise. It will now say 1A. If I want to reset it, push the button again, the red button, pull the trigger. Now I go back to free for all, pull the trigger. You hear the noise again. Now I'll say 1X. Now, you have a lot of other features here on the settings. Push this button once, you can set the team, you can set the team blue team, you can set the red team, you can target reset, set your phasers, we're not going to do that, change phasers, nope, class menu, nope, zombie, nope, set health, this is important. If they want them all the same health and do a free-for-all, say Fortnite style, you pull the button, set them all to 5 health. That means they get 5 hits. Once that happens, they're done. You can take the med boxes out of the gameplay and they can't respawn. They just come off to the side and say, all right, I got to wait for the game to get over. All right. So you can up and down it. So the red button will take you down in health. The black button on the back side will take you back up to health. Pull the trigger. Then basically, you hear that, it'll reset your health. All right. Then push it one time. That'll go back to set health. Push it again. Difficulty should be set to 0. Set indoor, outdoor. And then, of course, you can lock the guns and unlock them. Change the volume. Change colors. Won't really worry about that. And then just get back to main menu. Pull the trigger. The only other one that you might need to play with is setting, or excuse me, RF command. So you can push the black button to go back up. That right there is the sounding saying that you're about out of time. It gives you a 30-second and then gives you a 10-second, and then it will give you a error warning sign. So push the red button where you can pause it at any time. Pull it, see, time stops. Push the red button. Now you can pull the trigger and resume. You can end the game automatically, or you can extend the timeout by pulling the trigger and then setting the time. If I go back, if I want to end time, I pull this, I push the red button again, it will say end game now. If I push it again, it'll just be continue game when I pull the trigger. All right, then of course, forward, if you want to change time, pull the trigger, time game, yes, untimed, no. So you want time, pull the trigger, and then you can go up or down in time. Red goes down in time. Black button right here, puts it back at 10 minutes. Pull the trigger. It's now set for game time. All right, push the red button. You can start the game at any time going to start. Clear stats is important because if you get kills or hits, they want to start fresh. You want to come here to clear stats. Pull the trigger. Push the red button one time to confirm the clear stats. And then you just go around pointing at all the guns. You hear it click, 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 like that doing. And it will clear the stats. Everything should be back to zeros on the hits and the kills. And then main menu. That's pretty much all you need at this point. So RF commands, setting commands. Red, black makes you go forward and backwards or up and down. The trigger will let you go into the one that's selected. And then you can push the red, black button to make it go up or down on how many you want or how long you want to play. And then pull the trigger again. That should let you then set the guns. If the guns go wonky, best thing to do is just take the keys here, put them into the slot, and turn them off, and then back on, and it will reset them in about 30 seconds. Have fun, and go laser tag.